So I think there's something that we all kind of suffer from a little bit, and that is sitting. We sit way too much. I mean, we sit when we wake up in the morning to eat breakfast. We sit on our long commute to go to work. We sit at work. We sit on our commute to go home. We end up sitting when we mow our lawn. We sit and we type. We sit and we watch TV. There's just so much sitting, right? And a lot of people have come up with this saying that sitting is the new smoking. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but they're saying that sitting is so horrible for your body, just like smoking is, that it has some detrimental effects. And a lot of times when we find that people sit too much, they end up becoming deconditioned, and we point the finger at sitting saying, hey, because we sit, we end up hunching our shoulders forward. This causes some imbalances in muscles. When we look at the body, right, we're not just a collection of muscles. We're integrated. And the big thing that drives our body is our brain and our central nervous system. So the problem is that when I sit for so long, it's not that sitting is the evil thing, it's that I'm sitting in a stable environment. And my body is an efficient being. So my body says, hey, if I'm stable, I can shut down my core muscles because I don't need them anymore to keep that postural alignment, that postural integrity. So as those muscles become deconditioned, the brain starts shutting them off because we don't need them. Now all of a sudden when I have to go from point A to point B, my gait might be a little bit different. My walking pattern might be a little bit more different because I'm not strong in my core anymore. I might be shortening the length of my strides. I might be rounding my shoulders. But the thing is the core is consisting of 35 muscles. So that's why we don't call it ab training. That's why we call it core training. What we need to do when we're effectively tapping into that core training is we need to awaken the neural. We need to get that brain back into it. So when I'm doing countless amounts of ab crunches, or if I'm doing planks for prolonged periods of time, that doesn't stimulate the brain. That's just all muscle. And like I said before, we're an integrated being. We're not just a collection of parts and muscles. So one of our go-tos when it comes to correcting that is what we call the dead bug, right? Now you might be familiar with like body weight dead bugs. A lot of clinics use them, and we call them core training exercises, but task versus intent. Many people don't quite understand the intent of the exercise. All they see is the task, that they're moving the arm and moving the leg. But if we appreciate that your upper back muscles, the lats, are a big factor in your core muscles, we need to stimulate those lats. We need to get them engaged. So the best way we can do that is grab our ultimate sandbag, grab it onto those handles with that firm grip, pulling the handles apart. That gives us this lat engagement. And all of a sudden, we've set that stage for the core. And now as I'm extending the leg, right, it's not always about the moving limb either. I want you to know that. As I'm extending that leg, what I'm more conscious about is a leg that's not moving. I'm holding my hips still. So I'm in a nice stable environment, I'm lying on my back, and I can hold the control of that hip as I'm extending that leg, and then I just can't let that leg have a free ride home. I need to make it work for it. I need to pull it in against my body's will. And what's happening there is that there's this magical push-pull happening through the core. Stability, hips, everything is just turned on, fired up, and ready to go. And all because we're just including a really simple tool. But that simple tool is going to be very effective and is going to prove to be beneficial in the long run. Sounds like a good deal, doesn't it?
Great start to the day.
You're welcome.